You just made a brand new Facebook page for your business. You're excited, you're ready to start building some followers, some engagement, and ultimately some leads and sales. If that's you, then watch to the end of this video because I'm sharing the first 4 things you need to do to market a brand new Facebook page. And in case you don't know, I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. That has driven over $272 million in revenue for small businesses from social media alone. So let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is determine what your goal for your page is and make sure it's set up to support that goal. A lot of business owners make the mistake of creating a Facebook page and saying, okay, I want a lot of followers and viral views and full comment sections and a lot of likes. But what they actually want is sales. And don't get me wrong, you can have it all. And when done right, the vanity metrics should convert into profitable metrics, which we'll talk more about. But if you're focused on just followers or following the latest TikTok trends, you're probably not posting content that attracts the right people to convert into customers later on. So whether your end goal is sales or leads or in-store foot traffic, your page needs to be set up to reflect that. Make sure your hours are updated and posted if applicable. Make sure all of your call to action buttons point not just to your website, but to the action you want them to take on your website, whether that's a contact page or a reserve now page or a product page or what have you. Make sure your contact information is up to date. Use the visual real estate you have to establish branding or brand recall and provide value. Your profile picture should be your logo. If you're a dog groomer, don't put a picture of your dog as a profile picture. Put your logo. And your profile picture should be the same across all social media to help establish brand credibility, brand trust, and brand recall. Then in your Facebook cover photo, provide value, address their goals or pain points, and tell them clearly how they will benefit from following you and purchasing from you. You can see ours says marketing that drives sales because at the end of the day, that's what our clients want. It's also a good idea to have a pinned post, which is a post that stays at the very top of the page and all of the content you publish will appear after this pinned post. Your pinned post should be sort of like a start here button, telling your Facebook followers what they can expect from following you, how to work with you, and how they benefit from working with you. You can see our pinned posts here sharing the different services we offer, how they help our clients, and how to get started. And on that note, let's get into the second thing you need to tackle to market a brand new Facebook page, a researched organic posting strategy. Posting in and of itself is not a posting strategy. Posting to post is not social media marketing. So let me give you the template we follow that can be used for any business of any industry. You should not post any content unless it meets these 3 requirements. Number 1, it addresses something your audience cares about. If that's not how many awards you've won or how the dishwashers you sell come with a new Turbo Cleaner 3000, or if that's not a fun fact post, stop posting that stuff. Post what your audience actually cares about, which in this case is going to be a goal that they have that your product or service can help them achieve, or a pain point that they've been struggling with that your offerings can eliminate. This is why we said that you will need a researched organic posting strategy, because you will need to research your target market and learn everything you can about their likes, dislikes, goals, and frustrations. Number 2, it looks nice and branded. Whether it's a graphic, a photo, or a video, all of your posts need to be easily recognizable with the same aesthetic, brand tone, colorways, and vibe. People should be able to see your content mid-scroll and know that it's from you. And when they look at your page, it should all look cohesive under the same branding, language, and so on. And number 3, it needs to be educational, entertaining, or a combination of both, called edutainment. You might be hitting requirement number 1 and addressing something that they care about, but if you're addressing it in a boring or confusing way, you're going to lose their attention. So the delivery needs to be actually helpful and clear and educational, or funny and attention grabbing and entertaining, or a combination of both. Do not post content that doesn't meet those 3 requirements because you're just wasting time and energy. The point of posting is to attract qualified eyeballs that are likely to not just engage on social media, but also purchase from you. So don't post content that's not going to do that. The third thing you need to do to market your brand new Facebook page is run cold ads. A cold ad just means an ad that is targeting an audience that has never heard of your brand before. And because it's an ad, it will be a paid effort, unlike your organic posting strategy. It's free to post a post on social media, but you'll need an advertising budget to pay Facebook to run ads on social media. Now, there are 2 places where most business owners go wrong with running cold ads. The first is they pick the wrong campaign. The engagement campaign is the easiest to set up, and they think, oh, I'll just put some money behind one of my posts. It'll put my business in front of more eyeballs. Here's the problem with that. Facebook optimizes for the campaign objective that you choose. So let's say you tell Facebook, hey, I want to show my ad to women in this zip code with these 3 interests, and you run it as an engagement campaign. Then you run an ad to the same exact audience in a sales campaign. The difference in each campaign is that in the engagement campaign, Facebook is going to show the ad to people within the selected audience who are most likely to engage. Whereas in the sales campaign, Facebook is going to show the ad to people within the selected audience who are most likely to convert. If you run an ad in an engagement campaign and get 500 likes and 0 sales, Facebook is going to call that a win because it's optimizing for engagement. Its goal is engagement. But if you run an ad in a sales campaign and get 2 likes, 20 sales, Facebook is going to call that a win because it's optimizing for sales. So choose the campaign objective that best reflects your goal, which is likely going to be leads or sales. The second area most business owners go wrong in is the targeting. There are 2 types of audiences in particular that we love to use for our clients, and that's lookalike and broad. A lookalike audience is a group of new people who have never heard of your brand before that Facebook finds who look like your existing customers, making them the most profitable cold audience you can target because they have the same makeup and buying patterns as your existing clients do. A broad audience is an audience targeted by demographics, interests, or behaviors that is pretty big in size. If you have more than 1,000 clients or customers, then we'd recommend you start with a lookalike audience. All you have to do is upload your customer list as a custom audience in Ads Manager, then choose that audience as the source audience to create a lookalike audience out of. Just make sure your sourced customer list has about 1,000 customers on it or more, and that you choose the top 1% when creating the lookalike audience. Both of those things will make sure Facebook has a big enough pool of people to analyze and that the new audience it finds for you resembles your customer base as closely as possible. Now, it's important that the source list be your actual customers and clients and not just your general email subscriber list. Because what do you want more of? Email subscribers or paying clients? Paying clients and customers, right? So then your source audience that the lookalike audience is mirroring needs to be your paying clients or customers. Making a lookalike audience out of anything else can actually hurt your results. We do this for every client that has a sizable enough customer list available to take advantage of because it works. Now, if you don't have 1,000 customers yet to make a lookalike audience out of, don't worry, you can use our other favorite cold targeting option, a broad audience. So you'll choose from Facebook's detailed targeting options and select an audience based on demographics, behaviors, and interests, but you don't want to go super niche here. A lot of business owners make the mistake of creating a super small, narrowed down audience in the hopes of nailing down their exact target customer. But the reality is, algorithms are smart enough to read your ad copy, images, and URLs and find the audience that's most likely to convert based on those things. You're actually hindering the ad algorithm's ability to do that by giving super strict constraints in the targeting. So if you're using broad targeting, stick to narrowing only demographic details like gender, location, and age, because these are targeting options that you can be 99% sure of. For example, let's say you have a female-centric salon in Phoenix, Arizona. Then you can be 99% sure that your audience will be female and live within a 15-mile radius of your salon. Those will be the only 2 targeting options you need to use. Or unless, for example, you cater specifically to seniors, then you could add in age range as well. If you feel your audience is too broad, then we would recommend adding 1 to 3 interests max to help the algorithm sort faster, but remember, it's good at sorting on its own now. Ideally, for local campaigns, you're targeting an audience size of about 25,000 people or more, and for national campaigns, you're targeting an audience size of millions of people. And remember, once you've gotten 1,000 or more customers, start using a lookalike audience. Once you've got your cold ads up and running, it brings us to the 4th and final step you need to take to market your Facebook page: run retargeting ads. Retargeting ads are ads specifically shown to an audience that has already heard of your brand in some capacity. This could be your Facebook followers, Reels views, email subscribers, website traffic, etc. The reason retargeting ads are so important is because statistically, people need to have 7 touch points with your brand on average before they feel comfortable and confident enough to buy from you. And this goes hand in hand with another truth that we know, which is that statistically, people need to have 1 thing before they can buy from you you, and that's trust. The more touch points a person has with your brand, the more trust they're building in your brand. Once they have that trust, then they're more likely to buy from you. See, a lot of business owners make the mistake of throwing up one ad to people who have never heard of their brand prior, and then they're like, why haven't I made $1 million from this? But unless you specifically have a low-priced impulse buy type of product, you are most likely not going to see sales on that first interaction. That's where retargeting ads come in. You want to put your brand and ads in front of people multiple times until they buy from you. If you're in e-commerce, this means running dynamic retargeting ads so that your audience is shown a product carousel of the exact products that they were looking at on your site. If you run a service-based business, this means running multiple ads targeting different goals and pain points to the same audience until they convert. Now, since you made it this far, I'm going to let you in on a bonus tip. There is a tool that we use for both ourselves and for our clients that helps you be able to do all of this and helps continue nurturing leads and customers after they've given you their information. It's called Marketing Tank, and it's our all-in-one customer acquisition system. It has a social media scheduler built into it so you can schedule your content out in advance. This way you're not frantically trying to get your post up the day of whenever you remember to do it, right? You can take the researched organic posting strategy that we talked about and make sure it's all scheduled out nicely in advance here. You can create landing pages with it in a few simple clicks, even if you have no website experience, because it comes with hundreds of pre-built templates, and you can use the drag and drop tools to tweak the templates to match your branding and offerings. So if you need a high converting landing page to send traffic to from your Facebook ads, you can create that here. It also comes with pre-built text and email automations. So again, it's super user-friendly. All you have to do is come in and edit them to match your branding and offerings, but the automation workflows are already set up for you, which is a huge time saver for business owners and allows you to start nurturing leads and clients right away. You can automate proposals and invoices, collect payments. It's seriously the all you need in one tool for small business owners. And you can check it out in a free trial. So if you're interested in that, I will put a link for it down below.